What if you could have the power of a semi-truck, the luxury of a high-end diesel pusher, and the safety of a cabin chassis? This is the brand new 2026 Centurion by ENTEGRA 45D floor plan. Okay, let's give you a quick walk around on this unit. Again, the 2026 ENTEGRA Centurion 45D. This does sport the 30,000 pound trailer towing capacity. Under the hood here, we've got a 15.6 liter engine delivering 600 horsepower, 1,850 foot-pounds of torque, matted to a 12-speed automatic transmission. Right here is the sensor. That is the sensor for the adaptive driving and safety, active brake assist, active side guard assist, lane departure warning system, and it features a 360 HD digital camera. Alcoa wheels, all from the factory, chrome-plated side steps, and inside the chassis, remember, this is a Freightliner Cascadia chassis. Notice these air seats. These are going to be an air ride system. These handles are mounted right into the frame of the cab and chassis. These will not come undone. I looked at Freightliner's website. They mount these directly into the framing system of the coach. And this driver's cockpit, we will get to that in just a few minutes. But storage compartments down below, all carpeted. And the reason for the carpeting is that carpeting allows road noise to be trapped in here and deadened, and then it does not transfer to the cab area. Notice we've got your basement freezer or refrigerator. You select the temperature. It is on a slide out, so that is going to come out. Extra chairs for inside that fold up. Extra tiles if you had a tile that cracked. Again, this coach sports a very luxurious interior. Look at this cockpit. Lots of compartments, and notice these are all carpeted, and that helps with the transfer of road noise up into the house of the motorhome. This is removable. It is on a slide-out tray. You can select either refrigerator or freezer. And again, right by the entry door, which is a midship entry. So notice this entry door is not right behind the passenger seat. Check out this compartment all the way down. Notice the lights come on very, very deep, and again, goes across to the other side. Notice the stainless steel trim package all the way around the base of the coach, gives it a high-end finish. Now, these all come with an air compressor on board, central vac system by Dirt Devil. Much deeper, so our back compartments are going to be much deeper. All carpeted, and with an air compressor on board, this does come with a tire inflator and still has all of the carpeting throughout the basement. So we've got a in-house vacuum system. This is just access to all the way up. Now, the ENTEGRA logo here, that is going to be backlit. So it says ENTEGRA in red. And this paint job, I'm going to get close so you can see this paint job. This paint job is gorgeous. The way they have faded from just a silver color to a silver with design, and you don't feel anything on that paint. It's towing 30,000 pounds. Love the LED lighting. This particular light I have got off right now. That does light up, as well as the brake light when you put your brakes on, and the ENTEGRA logo. Okay, hidden right back here in the back corner is a Onan quiet diesel generator, 12,500 watts. It will not have a problem running all air conditioners on board and anything else you can hook up to this. Power cord reel, it says ENTEGRA. City water connection, so this is what connects into your city water. You got your water pump, you can turn your macerator on. Now, back in here, we've also got outdoor shower. Here's your black holding tank and your gray holding tank. I can tell we're getting real close to our Aqua Hot system here. This is an Aqua Hot 450D. The 450D does allow for engine preheating. Your computer screen here for your Aqua Hot system. Again, our power cord reel here. That turns on, pulls in the cable. And this is a SureGuard surge protector. And this is a Super C with a high-end luxury level. And I love the Paramount awning system here on this coach. We get that all ready for customers when they pick it up. But this basically covers the coach from the front to the rear. Wind sensors, of course. This is the highest grade awning package that you can put on a coach. There's the back end all lit up with the word Integra, and of course the brake light is not lit up at this time. Okay, let's hop up inside here. Again, this is mounted into the framing system of the cab. Air ride seats. And I currently have the liquid crystal. Okay, you can clearly see the lanes here. That's part of your adaptive driving that we talked about. Active brake assist, hopefully you got to see that. This is the Freightliner Run Smart. This is touchscreen, so you can move this around. You can go into your gauges. You can go into the cab. Really intuitive. You can set up your phone, sync it together. Your radio system, you can bring your own media, smartphone connectivity. Goes on and on and on. Here's your trailer braking system, air supply for the trailer brake, and our regular air brake to park the coach. Again, we've got locking differentials, got your height control. I love the automotive style gauges, and here's some connectivity for you when you connect your smartphone. More USB charging right there, a 12-volt outlet, and of course your backup and side camera. I don't know if you can hear that, and you can see it going down. So you can adjust it to wherever you want, so your feet are fitting flat on the floor, and you can raise and lower that seat every once in a while to keep yourself nice and comfy. Love the mirrors out front, right on the front nose of the cab, and here's all your controls. Again, Cascadia chassis. Backup camera, side camera, and 360 view. I'm going to leave the plastic on this for the next owner to take off. Back down here on our other liquid crystal dash, we've got TPS, tire pressure sensing. Of course, automotive style glass up front. Storage here on the driver's side, but above the passenger side, this is where we got a lot of equipment. So we've got our EQ system. This is for leveling the coach, and this does sync with your telephone via Bluetooth, and you can either have an Android Auto or an Android phone. I'll show you how much glass that is actually up here above the driver and passenger seat. That's standing here inside the coach, so it actually gives you a nice feel. It feels very open. Again, here is the entry to the coach. You can put in your numbers that are pre-selected. And you've got your steps coming up inside. This here, where it says Integra Coach, will come across and be flush with the floor. This does slide out, so this table will slide out to about here. I love they give you about 1 foot to 1.5 foot depth. Matter of fact, that's longer. That's about 2 feet deep right there. Look at the cabinetry up above here. Again, super deep. The material used on these seats is just gorgeous. Extremely soft. I don't know if you can see that in the picture, but it is really, really nice. Now, you've got your storage in here, and there's more storage down below. On the very front here, right between husband and wife theater seats, if you have a little place for, there's your cup holders. Here you're going to have your different controls, and a USB charging that you can just plug in right there and have your phone with you. Okay, these theater seats sit directly across from the smart TV, and that smart TV can disappear. There is a window behind here, and just below that is a small couch which has a fold-out air mattress. So this has got a sleeping area right here. There's a hidden kind of a high-performance soundbar right here. Look at this farm-style sink and residential faucet. Love how the stainless steel comes across the front. Little slide-out pantry. Here's where you put your covers for the sink and for your induction cooktop. Garbage can here. This comes out on a slide rail. It does lock. Induction cooktop. And I love the landscape window in the kitchen. Okay, General Electric microwave. Look at this. So you basically have got a convection oven, which here are your convection features, and you've also got your microwave. By the way, here's the list price. This is from Integra. $229,627 here at La Mesa. We are in a RV show mode. Our RV show starts tomorrow morning. This is the price posted for the RV show. Okay, residential style General Electric refrigerator. Here's where we keep all of our remotes and extra keys and everything. Notice this does have a remote system for locking. And if you noticed, all of the compartment doors are locking compartment doors as well. Super nice refrigerator. And here on the, you can see this here. This thing is an absolute monster. Here's the floor plan. Just text me or email. I'd be happy to get it over to you. Okay, here are our pantry. Notice when we open the door, the pantry lights up. And this is not a small pantry. Remember, we talked about how Entegra has their drawers and everything come all the way out. All right, here's the half bath. Of course, porcelain toilet. Look at the extra counter space they give you. And look at this. Storage, more storage up above the toilet. High energy exhaust, fantastic fan with rain sensor. Okay, here is our brand new control panel. We can come into our lighting page and it's going to show us everything. You've got the rear, you've got the exterior, and you can do what they call scenes. And these are programmable. You can program the lighting package you want and you can have 3 different scenes. Going back to the home page. Okay, here is our climate control. Front, I can set the temperature to whatever I like. Mid, rear, and the basement. Remember, this has aqua hot. We have hydronic heating, which is our aqua hot. We can set the basement temperature. We can also set the hydronic source, so we can either burn diesel fuel or we can use electricity if we're plugged in at an RV park. And remember, most importantly, the floor heat. We can set the floor heat to whatever temperature we like. Okay, here's the diagram of our coach. Here's our bedroom slide. The super slide on the driver's side, just behind the driver's seat, and then the vanity area right back here. We can also operate the Paramount awnings. Of course, we can check all of our switches because these are all connected via Bluetooth and it gives us the signal strength for each switch. Utilities like Starlink, satellite, step cover. Here's our Go Power, and this has got tanks, hydronics, inverter, solar. And if we had any faults, we would have those faults listed right here. Okay, let's get in here and take a look at our Victron Energy. Here's our levels of our fresh water, levels of our tanks. Now notice we have waste tank number 1, waste tank number 2, and then a black tank. So remember, and it's easy to use. That's what I like most about this. By the way, just to give you a little nugget here, ever seen one of these in a motorhome? This one's gonna have 3 of them in here because we have 3 air conditioners up top. So this is going to be our midship air conditioner, and that's the temperature sensor reading that tells it that it's 83 degrees right there, running the whole coach. So they've discreetly hid those. Okay, let's step into the primary suite. Notice the size of the television here. And each side has got great storage. I like that they use magnets. So those magnets there, they don't wear out. And it just connects there. This is great. And look at this landscape window in here. And you've got shades and you've got dark out curtains. Look at here. Nice, nice king-size bed. And while you're laying in bed, you can pretty much control everything on the coach. Okay, walking into the master bathroom. First thing I notice, gorgeous vessel sink. Again, residential style faucet. Porcelain toilet. And again, high energy ball bearing fan. Every window around here has got a dark out shade and then a sunshade. And I like that they put these in the square frames. Love the vessel sink again. And the residential style faucet. Okay, stack washer and dryer by Splendy. Okay, check out this storage. This is adjustable. All the shelves inside here are adjustable. You can take them out and you can hang clothing in here as well. My name's Carl Gwynn. I work in the internet sales team. It's really basically like the fleet department of an RV, of a car dealership. So zero high pressure. I can get you all the information you need. I'm certified with all the builders. My phone number's down below. Feel free to reach out to me, and thank you again for watching.